What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the All Elite Wrap-Up. I am the OG Fig Kid, but more importantly, here's our real host right now. Take it away, Mike BELCASTER. You're back.
I'm here. I am Mike BELCASTER. I have Mindy's branded. Hold on. Let me tell you guys, you're a bunch of fucking children. I'm tired of working with children. What's up?
What's up, Mike BELCASTER?
What's up, guys? Fuck you, children.
Okay, guys. Well, also joining us, as usual, we have Steve Acefield Retro.
What's going on, guys? Live from the No Cell Studio, it's Steven Acefield, back from Chicago, here back on beautiful Long Island to talk everything to do with AEW Dynamite, the fallout from All Out, trying to make sense of the mess that we're in.
Well, you should have Ryan.
What mess are you talking about? We're talking about EVPs here. They're mindless idiots.
And also joining us, very special guest, our friend, Old Fat Guy BMX. What's going on, buddy?
What's up, brother? I am also here. I did not go to Mindy's Ribs because the line was around the corner, and I don't do things like that. I went over to Mork's Donuts. So screw you, Mindy. They're just as good, and I got the Shazbot box. Okay, so
now we have Mork and Mindy's. How cool is that?
Let's fucking go.
Oh gosh, everybody's eating pastries but me and Ace.
Well, I got some coffee. I got some beautiful iced coffee here, not from Mindy's.
I should have bought some pastries from Mindy's when we were here. That's all I gotta say.
We even got Freems in the house. What's up, Freems?
What's up, Freems? What's up, Nicole?
What a night we have in store for you. We just finished Dynamite, and let's start it off like right at the top of the show. Tony Khan comes on, makes an announcement. We don't have trios champions. We don't have a world champion. We got instant gratification tonight. New trios champion crown. We'll get to that later on. But they announce a tournament for the AEW World Champion. And let me tell you, I'm very happy that both belts were vacated. I love the fact that it wasn't just one.
Mark.
All right, let me start for a sec with the tournament thing. I know there's been a lot, but two of them have been as a result of CM Punk's, whatever you want to call it. He's been crowned champion, and both times he got injured and had to vacate the title. So now you have to make it right with a tournament. It's not a long tournament. We're still going to be crowning a champion at Grand Slam. It's a different path to get there. So at this point, I'm okay with the tournament. It's not a 16-man tournament. It's guys that are all involved in the main event aside from Darby and Sammy. I'm all about it. I think ultimately, no matter who the result is, it will wind up probably being Mox and Danielson. We got 3 amazing matches tonight, so there's not much to complain about after the mess that needed to be vacuumed up, full of absolute trash. I mean, for what it was, this was a really good episode of Dynamite.
Yes.
It was a very good episode of Dynamite. I love the promo. MJF goes out and proves my point. One day he's going to be the biggest face of the company that there ever was. He proved he could do it, and then I love the turn. Mike, what'd you think of that?
Tom shares a bank account with his mother.
I have never shared a bank account with my mother, and that's a fact. So,
fucking Mark shit. Anyway, what I'm going to tell you right now. Tom's beating shit. I'm eating pastry. Well, Mindy's, they're only open from Tuesdays and fucking Mondays. So they're closed on Mondays and Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Tom.
Yes.
Man. Let me sip my seltzer.
He actually did. Oh, he brought the seltzer too.
All right, I'm going to jump in while you're over there drinking your seltzer.
Please. I mean, you have to. What is this? You're Tony Khan. Have some seltzer. You're good.
Thank God we're doing a tournament instead of a battle royal or hot-shotting it through one episode. Like, this could have gone a lot of ways where it would have gotten the point across, gotten things done, but it wouldn't have been the right thing to do, and a tournament's the right thing to do.
Can I tell you about these pastries from Mindy's? They're still good, but fuck the tournament. Yeah, the pastries are great. Yeah, CM Punk was right. 100% all up across the board.
Oh my god.
Look, I have a cruller from Mindy's that tells me otherwise.
You don't have a peanut butter cupcake?
Huh?
You need a peanut butter cupcake.
I have a peanut butter cupcake, but I'm eating the cruller first 'cause it's better.
Oh, okay.
So what was everybody's thoughts on Tony Khan being on screen? I know it's something he hasn't really done often. It's been a few times, each time more awkward than the next. I thought it wasn't bad for what it was. He kind of got the point across. I wish he would have addressed it in more direct fashion and talked about who was champion and why they were taken off our screens. But for what it was, I thought it was a good way to open the show and get some clarity, even though he wasn't as direct as I probably wanted him to be.
Listen, we don't know the legal ramification and what he's allowed to say
True.
at this point. So, he mentioned it a little bit, and he got what we needed to know across.
The other
Well, if you
alarming
watch-
thing was that they took the Bucks and Punk and Omega off of the Open, too. So, there is some serious ripple effect from this. We have no Elite or CM Punk in the Dynamite intro, so this may be long lasting. It's not. Oh my god, the towel! Amazing. You need to be.
Listen.
Bust them open.
You guys can't manage the target.
Let's bring in another special guest. Reams.
What's up, guys?
Yeah, baby.
How's it going? What a
What
wild
up,
last few
Reams?
days.
You could say that again.
Yeah.
Let's put the plug out there. Twitch.tv/Freems. Go watch him stream. Go chat along with him. Give him a subscribe. You could even give him your free Amazon Prime subscription over there
Sure.
on Twitch.tv/Freems.
You
Can
can watch
do
him
that.
manage a fucking target. Right?
Dude, that was a great quote. I don't care.
Yeah. No, I got the towel. I got the pastries. We're live at Mindy's. We're doing good.
If you watched Tony Khan's facial expressions during the press conference and you compared them to what happened tonight, it was two completely different people. At the press conference, tonight he had confidence. It was noticeable. So something definitely changed in the last couple days. And I think it changed for the better. Because
Coleman
if
shares big.
he
comments
wasn't
about
feeling
her.
good about it, you would have seen it. And tonight he was feeling good about it.
I kind of agree with that, but at the same time, was he live during the thing tonight?
Probably not. It definitely was.
It's
I would assume it's
confidence
taped.
is a lot easier to fake when you're not live. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's hard to say. Like, we still have limited information on this. Like, we don't
Yeah.
know. I've heard so many different rumors that nothing. I don't believe anything now.
All we know is, like Ace said, they're not in the opening anymore, and that's pretty big.
Yeah.
When Punk was injured for all those months, he was still in the opening.
Well, I've heard rumors now that the Young Bucks are wanting to leave. Like,
I hope so.
I'm tired of working with children.
What have they ever done? What have they ever done?
that's
Huh?
what I said in a Nike sweatshop.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's messed up.
He might.
No, I mean the thing is, and I said this in the news with Chad. Like the Elite is built on the backs of the Elite. All Elite is in the spirit of guys like Kenny Omega, like the Young Bucks, also Cody Rhodes, and for a lesser extent, Hangman Page. So
Yeah.
I understand Punk wants to come in here and be a voice of reason, but it's not the way you do it. It's not the way you get your message across. No one wants to listen to you when you act like that. So if you,
I'll say this: I don't think there was a better way to fucking.
You
do it.
are wrong. You are wrong. You are wrong.
And I disagree. Like, just because it's going in their
Everybody
backs,
wants
like,
that.
if shit's being run poorly, even if it started off strong, if it's
Yeah.
like they put themselves in that executive position, like they did that, so they have to follow suit. Like the way I look at it, say I work at a factory, and I'm the top earner of that factory, and the executives are talking shit about me and spreading slander, and the owner of the factory isn't doing anything about it. I don't blame Tony Khan and AEW for being upset up with Punk, not wanting to do it, but me as a person watching from the outside, I don't blame the guy. Like, I don't.
but two things. It was Meltzer, Sapp, everybody involved in the insiders all said they never got any information from the Bucks. So Punk should check his sources, credible sources on his end. He's assuming it's coming from them.
I'm starting to feel like people like Meltzer and these guys are part of the problem.
They are part of the problem,
Yeah.
100%. Fucking dirt sheets are like the scum on the bottom of your shoe. These guys just trying to get that quick hit on a friggin' story. But
And I don't-
Not Meltzer, though. I mean, whatever.
Oh,
it's a
Meltzer
conversation for another time. But Meltzer,
For sure. I agree with
No.
you. Like it's
Brian,
This is-
Brian
no,
Alvarez,
this is like-
do you have a problem with what I'm doing?
Back, tell us what you want to say. Take the mic, take the floor. I want to hear what you have to say.
I'm eating cupcakes,
You
which
eat
I should be.
okay.
'Cause I'm from
CM Punk.
Chicago, but like,
So good.
fuck these guys. I don't care. I don't care whatever anybody's saying. We are bigger than better.
That guy, tell us.
Yeah.
I got lost by the comments. What am I telling you? Sorry.
Talking about CM Punk, was he right? Was he wrong? What's your opinion?
He was right and wrong at different parts of the story.
Exactly. You can be both.
You have to defend yourself at some point. The extent he went to it, that's on Tony Khan. He lost control. And I'm not saying that as a shot at him. It just happened.
Some cupcake.
Yeah, I'll take a bite.
We're
But
good.
then afterwards, let's say I'm in a room with my significant other or our kids or our dog, and someone busts through the door.
Fighting
Busting
people,
through a
that's
door
right.
is an act
Yeah.
of aggression. Act of aggression. I'm going to defend myself, which I wasn't there. I don't know what happened, but if you bust down my door, I'm going to assume it's not going to stop at a busted down door, and you're coming for me, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to not be a victim. Which
100%.
it sounds like that's what happened. Now, whether or not it comes off that way in history, time will tell. But that's kind of how I see it right now.
Yeah.
Listen,
Well-
I'm so used to hearing Punk's name being in the dirt sheets. Everybody ripping him apart, all these rumors. I want to hear the facts from his side of the view, and that's what we got. I got zero problem. with it. I was glad he did it.
But that's
Like,
not
listen,
that's not the way you do it. You buried the whole company. The reason why he's able to cash in a payday is because of the fact that the Elite took a chance and developed AEW. He can give criticism, he can talk about the things he wants to do, but he also can, before he wants to go out there and bash on Hangman Page and bash on the Young Bucks, he does the same shit. Eddie Kingston cut the same promo the Hangman cut. Why is he not burying Eddie Kingston? It makes no sense. It's all a self-righteous act for CM Punk, and in turn, he wants to do this whole scorch earth thing and burn down AEW in order for him to get what he wants. And to me,
AEW,
it's
but-
selfish.
Oh,
And right
if
now,
you-
they're digging out of a hole. We're all complaining about what the product is. It's because of him. Twice we have to vacate the title and do a tournament. Twice.
Well, I mean that's due to injury too. Which I mean, you
But
can
he
ask him.
staged that. Imagine what he'd say to Hangman Page if Hangman Page got injured doing something like that.
for sure.
Yeah,
But another thing you got to think of though. While I agree with you, I agree with everything you're saying, but I feel like people are doing this like sods thing. Like I'm on the Bucks and Omega side, or I'm on Punk's side. Everything that led up to that is also the problem.
100%. You're absolutely right,
Which is
James.
Tony Khan's fault. It's the Young Bucks' fault. It's Kenny Omega's fault. It's CM Punk's fault. Like everyone is at fault here. Nobody's hands are clean of this. Like there's nothing good. This isn't a good thing that happened. So everyone's at fault here.
Courtney
Like
makes
there doesn't have to
excellent
be
points.
suds.
He did bury the whole company. Tony Khan's sitting right there and saying it's run by children.
And she's right. What did the Young Bucks ever do to deserve those titles? Nothing.
They started the company. What are we talking about?
I mean,
Who throws
yeah.
more money for that company? The Young Bucks or CM Punk?
They risked everything to go
Yeah.
into. Let's not rewrite history. The Bucks, Cody, and Kenny all went into business to develop a second promotion outside of WWE. They could have took a cheap payday and got fucking booked like shit in WWE and been millionaires for life. It's easy to look at it now and say, "Oh, AEW worked out. It's a smart decision." It could have flopped and their reputations would be sunk.
Yeah, I agree with Ace here too. Like their names were the biggest names in indie wrestling. Like
Yeah.
far beyond anything I've ever seen in my entire life. Even more than CM Punk and Ring of Honor. Like never before
Cody
in history.
kind of took that and
Yeah,
ran with
Cody
it,
too.
though.
Cody too.
Yeah.
Never before
Cody
in history
Cody
are they
is the guy
selling-
that was like,
Sorry.
I can make more money on top of the Elite. I could do this on my own.
Yeah, a lot of people learned
Yeah.
about the Young Bucks from seeing T-shirts at Hot Topic. You know what I mean? That's how
Yeah.
big they were before AEW was even a thing. Without these big indie names, it couldn't have happened. So yeah, I agree with you there.
But also, let's give some credit to Jericho as well. Jericho actually took a risk as well from the ground floor. It's easy for CM Punk to float in 3 years later and then complain about how shit is run. I understand things need to get better. The booking's been disjointed. It hasn't been consistent. There's a lot of holes in the psychology in the wrestling. But at the end of the day, if you want your message across, you don't blast people at a press conference. You don't fight negativity with negativity. Hangman was wrong for burying Punk in that promo. And if he was upset about it, lead by example. Don't do the same thing, but worse. It makes no sense to do that.
Talking up with Punk.
And did you guys see Brandy's tweet during Dynamite tonight?
No, I didn't actually.
There you go.
Oh God.
Amazing. I want to hear Cody's story too, because Cody obviously has heat with the Elite as well. So
Yes.
that's a missing piece as well.
The FTR hate the Elite as well.
I feel like there's a lot of people. There's like we can again. This is like I feel like I'm like saying the same shit I say on our Ring of Honor show whenever we have it, but a lot of it we don't know everything. Like we're hearing bits and pieces and a lot of different information. I could hear one thing, like some of the stuff that came out during that press conference kind of changed the way I view the whole Colt Cabana Punk feud because we heard new shit that I'd never heard before.
Yep.
And apparently Punk has receipts, and I believe him. Like I don't think he would say he has receipts.
Oh, I 100% believe.
Yeah. Fuck Cabana.
Oh, I don't want to go that far either.
No, I mean I understand that there's definitely heat on the Elite, and people. Not everybody's going to enjoy the style of wrestling. I get it. It's a botch fest. It's spotty. It's things like that. But let's not forget that's the spirit of what AEW was. It was a different alternative to WWE. So we have to just respect the fact that they were the godfathers of this company. So you can't be putting them on blast. The reason why Punk has a payday is because these guys took a risk. So I understand you're allowed to criticize them.
It doesn't mean they're not assholes.
But it's still their company.
Doesn't matter.
They're at the cornerstone of the company. Punk is not handling things right either. They're both wrong with how they handled things, and obviously you don't want to initiate violence. The Bucks are wrong, and that's why they're suspended. But if someone has to go, if like Freem said, we shouldn't have to choose sides. But if you had to, I'm pulling the Elite. That's the spirit, the heart and soul of AEW. Fuck CM Punk. Ever since he came here, the booking's been bad. So like we don't need Punk. I'd rather have the Elite here.
So the booking was bad with his whole program at MJF.
It was great, but I'm just saying the locker room's gone to shit since he's been here. Just saying, like, has it been a problem since he's gotten here?
I feel like this is all speculation again because like this might be the sole reason Cody left.
100%. And that's a big missing piece, like Freems is saying.
And again, if they push Punk out and the Young Bucks are still there, who's to say this doesn't happen again? Maybe it's the Bucks who need to go.
That's another
company's
thing.
Fine without Cody.
That's exactly what I said in our voice chat too. Like this might have just Punk. If it wasn't Punk, it might have been the next guy. We don't know.
He could have.
We're not there behind
easily
the scenes.
Could have been in Orange Cassidy. Fucking anybody. You name it. Malachi.
You guys, and I feel like after this, maybe we could talk more about the episode because. I mean, unless you guys, I don't care. We can keep talking about this, but I don't want.
No, I think it's a good episode to talk about. Though there's been there was 3 really good matches. I think we should give credit to, and the Moxley promo was absolute fire.
First of all, the MJF promo was
great
absolute
episode.
fire. Like I said earlier, he proved he's going to be the biggest face of this company. He had that crowd at his fingertips. He knew what he was doing, and then
but it was cheap hometown shit though. Like I mean, that's easy to come out in a Bills jersey. Anyone's gonna get cheered.
Well, it was the way his whole body language, everything he did. He came out like you could believe he's going to be a great face one day.
Yeah, but I think the writing was on the wall. Everyone knew he was going to turn the other cheek. He was way too fucking face there. But I want the anti-hero MJF. I think that will make him the biggest face. He needs to come out there and flip people off, low blow, be who you are, but then kind of turn down like the insulting the hometown thing, and then I think he'd be like the Stone Cold level face.
He will be one day. Definitely be.
The thing I wanted to say real quick before we get too far, before we're off of it completely. Do you guys think they should get rid of these media scrums?
No, absolutely not.
No.
I feel like they should.
You and they're free.
Well, now that we know the potential of what could happen, no, don't get rid of them. This is.
I mean,
the media scrum.
Yeah, I agree. I like the media scrums, and I personally enjoy watching them. If you were Tony Khan, would you get rid of the media scrums? Is what I would say.
No chance.
Not after this one, because you know how many more people are going to be tuning into the next one now?
Yeah, I guarantee you, someone in that situation is the voice of reason, and they're saying, "Look at all the attention we have right now," and it wasn't even the pay-per-view, which it took away from the pay-per-view. No one's talking about the pay-per-view, and this situation they have now, it's like a gift, and they keep falling ass backwards into gift. And now MJF and countless other guys have it's opportunity for them if they want it to climb the ladder. And that's the part that's the shining light of this whole situation. Now we get to see, like Wardlow. Wardlow did not get the chance. He didn't get the fair opportunity coming to him because his heat was stolen because of the MJF situation. Now everybody equally can reach for the brass ring, you know. But that's just how I see it right now. You know?
Wardlow definitely listens to the Tavern,
time, you know?
by the way. He definitely listens to the Tavern. Did you hear him in the ring? He's like, I've been hearing about my Momentum's guy. I kept thinking of the two Chads talking shit about the Wardlow book. Like, he definitely listens.
Did you give him a sticker? Is that what it was?
Yeah, maybe I did. I gave about 250 stickers out at FanFest. So if you have one, take a picture of it. Also, shout out to Nick the Comic Nerd wearing a Shot Nostalgia shirt on his live stream today. Love the support, dude.
That's not Nick from whatever. But also, yeah, man. I mean, it's almost too good to be true. There's so much going on. I'm not feeling it.
What aren't you feeling?
What are you feeling?
I'm not feeling CM Punk being released. I'm not feeling the Bucks being released. There's too much going on.
Dude, I don't think anybody's getting released, and I really think we're going to get a story out of this in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm
really
with
do.
you.
I don't think it was a work, but it's a shoot for sure. But it's going to turn into a story.
If they could put their egos aside, we could have a money-making angle.
Let me pull my sweets out about Nick Hausman, because Nick Hausman is a fucking mark. And I'm just saying,
Nick, of all people to ask that question, it was Nick.
It was too close to home. Really, like Stoney gets it. OFG BMX gets it.
Nick's a good dude. He really is. Like he's a little questionable here and there, but who isn't?
Yeah.
But for him to get all this attention, just asking a little question that you could hear in his voice, he was like a mouse. He was afraid to ask it, and then bam, grand slam out of the park, and here we are.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was. We've known him for a while. It was too much to be true.
All right, so did you guys want to start with the Moxley promo, or do you want to start with the Trios titles match and have a discussion about that?
We can start with whatever the fuck you want, because it's the wrap-up, and we roll.
All right, so let's start with the Trios titles. So obviously there's been some conversation about why were Best Friends chosen and why was it Death Triangle. I think in our group chat, and I'm sure other people were confused. Best Friends definitely deserve a run with either the tag titles or the Trios titles or something like that.
Yes.
Freems, I guess I'll ask you because I want to hear what you thought. You were a little bit quiet in the chat earlier. What were your thoughts about them putting the titles on Death Triangle, and now that PAC also has the All-Atlantic Championship, do you feel like it's a misstep? Should they just put it on Best Friends?
I feel like if you did see the one thing I said after the match, the only thing I typed was "fuck." I really wanted it on Best Friends, but it's just because I'm a huge fan, I guess. Well, I mean, Pac already has a championship,
right?
Let's spread the belts around a little bit, okay?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Best Friends deserve it. They carried the company on their back during the pandemic.
100%.
They just won the title, so they disappear from TV for a month now.
Yeah, but Death Triangle. Who's to say that I can't, in good faith, say that they don't deserve it?
No, they're great.
Yeah,
Dark Order. No big deal.
I feel like Death Triangle probably is going to attract more newer fans than what Best Friends will. They have a better look. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think it's like wrestling nerds like Best Friends more, but I wish Best Friends would have won. It was a great match, though.
Oh, 100%. What a great match.
Phenomenal match. 100%.
It's just a shame that House of Black has to disband now obviously everyone's probably heard the news by now. Malachi Black had asked for his release. It's conditional, so that means he really can't work indie dates. He can't go to WWE. He's pretty much on the bench for a while now. So House of Black, what happens with them? Are they going to find a different member and then feud him with somebody and put him in this trios picture and have Brody, Buddy, and then someone else? Maybe someone had said maybe Sting will turn heel, like to spice it up. Is there another dark character out there that they can put with House of Black? Or are they just dead on arrival?
We could just run them as a tag team, but I feel like I feel like they're probably dead.
You can't put Sting with House of Black and make it work. No, fuck that. That's bad. It's bad for business, man.
You could put someone there though, I guess.
Maybe.
But I don't know who. You couldn't call it House of Black. It's weird. I don't know.
Yeah, it is technically House of Black. Like Malachi Black is not there.
No, you can't do that.
Tyson with the win. Can we call Pac Tupac now since he has 2 titles?
Better than X-Pac, I guess, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. What did you think about it?
Well, I mean, the match was amazing. I love both teams. I was emotionally rooting for Best Friends because I think Orange hasn't had a championship yet. He's been in some big matches. He's had a big win over Jericho. He's been in world title matches, as I mentioned. Had great moments in AEW, but he's never quite had that championship run, and maybe they want to wait to do that in a moment that doesn't feel such a knee-jerk reaction. They want Orange to have more of a moment that feels like built up to. But it would have been just really awesome to see him with gold for the first time in AEW. I think he deserves it more than a lot of people because he's been on the bench, on the shelf for a while. A lot of people don't give Orange the credit he deserves. He's very, very over. You look at the numbers and the metrics. His segments pop huge ratings. So Orange definitely deserves a lot of credit. He got what was really like a gimmicky indie thing over to the mainstream audience. So you got to give him a lot of credit. He's kind of a trailblazer in that regard.
Yeah. OFG, would you call Orange Cassidy a trailblazer?
Would I?
Yes.
I didn't hear you say. Never mind. Yeah, I guess I would. Like he's one of the gotchas that got me to pay attention to AEW. Like he was one of the things. Oh, that's interesting. Oh my God, that's stupid. Oh my God, what's he doing? Wow, I can't wait to see that guy again. And now I wanted to hate him so bad, and now I'm like, oh yes, Orange Cassidy.
He is pro wrestling. You know what I mean? He's everything that's great about pro wrestling. It's silly, it's fun, it's athletic, and you root for him. Like, I don't know. I think people that don't like Orange Cassidy take wrestling too seriously. Because at the end of the day, one of the best wrestlers of all time was The Undertaker, and he's a fucking mortician. You know what I mean? Like what are we even talking about? Yeah, he's dead. Like he's been buried alive multiple times and was brought back to life. So like we can't take it too seriously. Orange Cassidy is good business. Kids love him. Thank you, CJ.
Orange Cassidy. I absolutely love Orange Cassidy.
Yeah, no, I wish Best Friends would break up though.
I
Get some Rocky Romero in there, some Roppongi Vice. That's what I want.
I agree, man. I was definitely loving Best Friends when they had when you called them Rocky. You know, they were calling Roppongi Vice, but they were still essentially best friends with Rocky because they were still doing the hugging and all that. Yeah, you know, I like Chucky T, but I mean Trent Beretta and Rocky is definitely the superior team.
100%.
I dig that. I agree. I love all of it. Man, I miss old school pro wrestling gorilla. But anyways,
oh hell yeah. So what about the Moxley promo, guys? I guess I'll let you start, Tom, about the Moxley promo. He went out there and bared his soul for everybody.
I think it was the best Moxley promo I've ever seen. I loved it. Oh, OFG shaking his head at me. I felt him. I really did. OFG, what was your problem with it? Why are you shaking your head?
It was the timing of it. He didn't have to. MJF and Mox should have been kept apart. They didn't have to force everything down everyone's throat all in the first 10 minutes of the show, because there were some great matches coming up, but they weren't enough to make the show drag because the opening high spot was so high. And like that's something. It's a balance thing that they haven't gotten yet. Like they have a amazing show that just needs to be rearranged, and it'd be perfect.
There's definitely things out of place on the show. I felt that tonight. Even the main event, I don't think that should have been the last match of the show.
Well, it definitely should have been. They were in Buffalo, though. Like that was a huge moment for Daniel Garcia.
I thought they nailed the main event. I thought it was part of the show.
But like to Tom's offense, when we were at Rampage, they end the show with QT Marshall. Nobody wants to QT Marshall fucking run shit.
Leave it to the Ring of Honor guys to fucking mark out over the.
Fuck yeah, man! That was a great match.
Can I just
fuck you, T. Marshall?
I got a point to make. What is the name of that title that was defended on the main event?
The Pure Championship.
That title is just a bunch of shit because, and let me make my point.
Watch your mouth, Tom. Oh my
because
god!
I disagree.
How is it a pure title when after hitting the ropes 3 times, it doesn't matter anymore? You should, if you're on the ropes, it's a
That's the division's name, though. It's a pure division.
It's stupid. It's stupid.
It's a specific set of rules. It's like
but that's not pure wrestling. If you're allowing somebody to get pinned with their foot on a rope after 3 times,
you're talking semantics.
Bad take. Bad take. Bad take.
Accurate.
Hold on. Where's the drop? Someone, come on. Who's running the drops right now?
Me. I'm not running shit. Bad take, Tom. Bad fucking take, Tom.
Take it to Ring of Honor and get their shit off of our TV.
You owe everyone an apology. You owe me an apology.
That was CM Punk last night. He was getting bit by Ace Field Retro.
Yeah, definitely. I took a bite out of Kenny Omega.
Why are you biting people, Ace? That's my big question.
Have a pure championship, you don't change the rules of wrestling.
All right, let's not move too far ahead. Let's stay with the MJF promo for a sec and the Moxley thing. I think people are just disappointed with MJF a little bit because everyone was expecting him to spit hot fire from the jump and start blasting the Bucks and blasting CM Punk, and he came out the total opposite, which gets even more heat, even though he's acting like a face. And then
it was over though.
No, it was amazing, but I just think people were a little disappointed because they were expecting him to do this like half shoot, half.
Maybe, but MJF was so fucking over tonight.
Yeah, it was great.
There's no fighting that. Like, he was great tonight. He was so on his fucking game.
One thing I disliked a lot though was how he kind of got shooed out of the ring after being
Thank you.
hot. That was fucking annoying to me.
Yeah.
It seems so unnecessary to do.
He was over, though.
Even if he had been had he not gone away, I still would have been salty about that. Salty. I'm salty.
He has the salt with him.
You could have had both of those promos at 2 separate times. I agree.
I just think they need to clarify, what is this casino chip? Is it a Money in the Bank style thing where you can cash in at any time after a match? Do you have to preemptively tell everybody you want to have the match? Because people who are fantasy booking this, they're going to have MJF cash in his casino chip at Grand Slam. I don't think that's the rules. It's never been established as the rule.
He kind of made reference to that tonight in his promo. He said, I could cash it in for a match anytime.
If he really wanted to cash it in and make an impact, it would have been all out.
Yeah,
against Punk.
If they would have known what happened with Punk, they would have probably just pulled the trigger on it.
No,
that's why
I don't work with children.
A lot of the a lot of stuff would be different if we knew what would have happened. So
yeah. I mean, obviously the mess that they're in right now is because of the Punk situation, and I know there's been some complaints that there's been a lot of tournaments, but like I mentioned, the fact that there's 2 tournaments because of the situations with Punk as champion. First time, he got hurt. Second time, he got hurt, and then all this stuff. I don't think he would have been champion anyway, even if he didn't get hurt, or he may not even be hurt. Who knows? This is the best way possible. You don't want to just, as I think OFG said it, hotshot 2 guys into a match. At least you get there. We have now strewn across Rampage and 2 Dynamites. We have actual meaningful matches that have story. Like, I know people are asking for story. We got Hangman and Bryan Danielson on the show. We're going to get Jericho versus Bryan Danielson again next week on Dynamite. It's going to be fucking awesome.
Wow, my screen froze. Okay, it's back. Can I tell you what my issue with it is?
Go ahead, dude.
It's that AEW has a ranking system, and this would be like the perfect time to utilize that. Like, all right, number 1 and 2 guys, go at it. But why even have the ranking system? They don't use it for anything except for random matches on Rampage and Dark.
100%. Yeah. There was one point that I think was it Lance Archer was number 1 contender, but there was someone that was number 1 contender. Like, he hasn't won a match on TV in months, and they're like, yeah, he's number 1 contender, or he's number 3.
Scorpio Sky was up there for.
Yeah, Scorpio Sky. He was like number 4 on the World Championship rankings. Like, what?
Yeah. I think it's one of those things where they keep it up there just in case they need it, and when they need it, they go to it and rearrange it, and then if they're not needing it, then it doesn't matter.
I just remember when AEW was starting, like AEW where winnings and losses matter, and now it's like, no, they don't.
This tournament is stacked, dude, and if you can't get into it, just go watch your Braun Strowman.
I'm stoked about it.
Abaddon. That's all you need to know. Thank you, Pro Wrestling Podcast. That's all you need to know about the rankings.
Yeah.
Not right. It's a horrible take. This tournament's awesome to fill a void.
What do you
telling the
mean?
story
I'm
over
agreeing
3
with you. I don't have a problem with the tournament, but
No, he's talking to young Anthony, who's popping in on here.
Young Anthony saying that.
I thought you were.
Oh, Nick Storm, what up?
Hello?
Good morning.
There we go.
Is
Good
this thing
morning.
on?
Where's the drop? Where's the drop?
Good morning.
Good
Good
morning.
morning. Yeah. Good morning, man.
What
It's
drop do
quite
you
literally
want?
morning for me. to
Can you
be
talk
honest.
Claudio, please?
Claudio, excuse me, pardon me, pardon.
Thank you.
Oh, there he
No,
is.
no tiny kid. We got monetized. Stop that. Stop it. Stop it.
This version goes through. It's the old version.
Let's fucking go.
Maybe.
I'm serious. I'm not gonna sit back and take this fucking shit.
Let's
Yeah, you will,
fucking go.
Tony Khan. We see what you'll take.
That's
Could
me
you
as soon as I
imagine- Could you
joined.
imagine that media scrum happening beside Vince McMahon?
Never.
Never. Fucking never.
Let's fucking go,
and he
pal.
apologizing as he's going off.
Yeah.
It's my fault. I should have said this. It's not your fault.
Anyway, sorry. Let's go back to. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to just say about the Moxley promo, I felt he was impassioned. I understand the placement on the card, but he has been on fire the last few weeks. Even, I mean, go back a couple months. He's been the rock steady stability on the card that you can know what you're going to expect from him. And it was funny, he actually made the comment, I was supposed to be on vacation right now, so he probably had some time that he's supposed to have off after dropping the title, and here he is,
Yeah.
old reliable back here and competing for the championship. I don't think he's going to win again at Grand Slam, but I have a feeling he's going to be in the main event against Bryan Danielson.
I'm 100% with you. I don't think he's going to win. I don't think it's going to be a big deal, but I think Bryan Danielson's the guy that strapped the fucking title to, strapped the whole love to. Like, let's do it.
I agree. I'm here for
Yeah.
that.
And this
You guys
is
think they sent him out to do damage control?
Yeah.
Danielson,
ready for
yeah.
Was that damage control, or was that him putting over the match, or putting himself over?
Both put himself over and damage control.
Y'all ready for my shit take?
Every what's that?
I have a shit take.
Go ahead, Freeze.
Do it.
I'd like to see Darby Allin win it. Just because I'm such a.
That's
fucking
not a shit
fanboy.
take. I mean, I don't think he.
That's a strong hand.
Yeah.
All right, Tom disagrees. Everyone else agrees with me there.
I like Darby. I like everyone in the tournament. If anyone in the tournament won, even Sammy
it's
Guevara.
it's
Fuck it.
okay,
Let's do
Freeze.
something different.
Even-
Let's get wild. Let's do something different.
I wouldn't be
Orange line,
upset.
orange
no.
line.
No one agrees with Tom anyway, Freem, so it's fine.
I actually, there's nobody in this tournament I'd be upset with if they won it.
You
I
just
just
said
don't
you
want
just dropped the
Sammy
noise on Darby Allin.
I'm joking.
All right, fair.
I just
I
don't want
actually like
Sammy and Ty
everybody.
to get their juices on the.
You're
championship
joking.
belt.
I thought you were Tom Mentalto this
I
entire
love
time.
I'm tired of working with children and
It's
number one
corn.
would be Brian
mindless fucking
Tell you all
EVPs.
about it.
I have to go pee. I'm going to go pee real quick, but like, talk about yourself.
I'm gonna
Fuck
pull you for a sec. Come back in. We love
I'm,
you.
I'm here. You could stare at my background, but I'm just telling you, you mindless fucks. I'm
I
over it.
I do want Danielson, but I love everybody in this tournament right now.
You're
Everybody
Mark.
who's in this tournament deserves to be there.
You know who deserves to be there? Ace fucking Steel. Ace Steel deserves to be in the fucking main event because he was biting people and you weren't.
I'll say
That's
the
it.
only person I don't want to win it, and I wouldn't be upset if he did, but I don't want Moxley to win it.
Same, yeah. Nah, I
I'm
think
good
it's
on Mox. Fuck Mox.
I don't need
Mox-
him.
If you give it to Mox, it feels like the Sammy TNT title fiasco. So
I'm still going pee. Talk amongst yourself. I'm here. I love you all.
What do you guys think about booking Mox? I think he should be someone that chases the title instead of has the title, because with him and his gimmick, that's the better story.
Yeah,
Anyone?
yeah.
he doesn't
I mean,
need to be chasing a title now.
Repeat that again.
Okay. I think the better story with Mox is him chasing the title instead of having the title.
I just think whoever wins it is going to end up in some sort of program with MJF.
100%.
So
That's the same thing with him. He doesn't need the title. Make him chase the title. Make someone taunt him with it. Like they can say he's a heel all they want. He's not a heel, and today proved it. Like he has Stone Cold heat now. He's cool. He's a tweener.
Yeah.
You know what you got me thinking, guys, though? Thinking about who MJF would have the best promos with. it would be Jericho. I'd love to see that rekindled.
But we've seen that. We've seen the Moxley feud. Let's get Danielson and MJF in the ring together. I think that'd be fucking awesome for Full Gear. Like that's a match we haven't seen. I think Danielson could take MJF to that next level. MJF has shown he can hang with the best wrestlers that they have on the roster. And Danielson, you got him for moments like this. Seems like they were going to put him on the back burner, have him feud with Hangman and Kenny. He never quite got that win. And now is your chance to kind of, here we are. Danielson's just as valuable. People forget you brought him in with as much pomp and circumstance as the other guys. Like, he is a huge, huge get. He's a huge star. Think about WrestleMania 30 and all the draws that he had in WWE and all that. So it's going to be huge.
Young Anthony. The shortness just started with Punk getting hurt. That doesn't even make sense. Every reign has been long up until lately. And I think it's going to be rectified very soon. So stop talking stupidly.
No, I mean, he's right. But like, if I agree, like if MJF was supposed to win a Grand Slam, pull the trigger, like just keep the plans and get it back into where it's supposed to be. But
I agree.
If it was going to be Punk as champion all through Grand Slam and he was going to defeat MJF or whatever, leave the title on Danielson or just pivot. Like, get in a room together and let's plan out the next 6 months and figure out where
MJF
are we going.
Hold it until 2024 once he wins it.
But
I don't know if they can plan that far in advance right now. I don't know if, like, I'm sure there's a lot of legal situations at play right now, and maybe 6 months into the future is even still too far to look, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, one thing I love that AEW does is they let their world champions hold the title for a nice reign.
Mm.
And they're going to get back to that. I'm sure they are.
But I mean, short reigns aren't bad. I mean, they are still a young.
No, but we've had a bunch now, so it's time to get back.
But not because people lost them because of injury. They've been taken off of them.
This has been such a bad year for CM Punk. I feel like this is just getting worse.
Yeah, went from summer of Punk to the fall of Punk. I heard that somewhere.
Yeah, the Dynamite right after it breaks his goddamn foot, ankle, wrestles on it, completely pulverizes the bone. And he's out for action, and now this comes back. He finally wins the title back. He's done messing around, and then he just gets messing around again. This has just been such a wild, funny year for it.
Yeah, this has made a lot of good memes.
Yeah, that's for sure. Mike.
The other thing I just want to mention as well about Hangman and Tony Khan. Just take note. Tony Khan appeared on the screen. He got booed heavily for the first time I think I've ever heard on TV getting booed. He's only been on TV like 4 or 5 times. And Hangman got a very negative reaction. This is the ripple effect of burying a young baby face that is a cornerstone of your company. There's ripple effects, and I think the consequences are going to be huge from this media scrum. People feel a certain way about Hangman Page because they side with CM Punk, and now Hangman's going to be this polarizing figure, and I don't know if he really deserves that. So we may see him just absolutely turn heel because you almost have to at this point.
Yeah. Mindless fuck.
Yeah, I was upset with Hangman's reaction. I felt bad for him, and I know that he sort of started all of this with that comment, the workers' rights promo, and again, it wasn't as blatant as what Punk did. It was more vague, and if you didn't get it clear with Punk and whatever, he did wrong by Punk. I get that, but at the same time, Punk shouldn't be doing the same thing. If you don't like it done to you, don't do it. It's like it's kindergarten 101. Let's not act like children here. I mean, Punk alludes to everyone else being children. He's acting just as immaturely as everybody else on the roster.
But Hangman could have took advantage of it and would have made it his own thing. He didn't. He was out there. I was like, I'm a Hangman. Like, fucking go full blown. Go against the story. Go be you and be bigger and better. Don't be a fucking mark.
Yeah, just the Hangman promo didn't. I mean, I looked for it and you pinpointed it and it's vague. The workers' rights thing. Eddie Kingston said the same thing. MJF said even worse. I know there's like a permission thing where you go and say, I'm going to say this. Is it cool? Punk is the king of taking these shots at people. You and I, or Chad and I, in the news referenced Triple H and Punk's program on TV, and a lot of that, whether it was approved or not, that there's a lot of heat there. That's actually true. People keep referencing that promo from 2013, where Triple H is saying all those things about CM Punk, and people are like, oh, Triple H was right this whole time. There's no way that made Punk happy. And I understand that the hierarchy is a little bit different in the way WWE was structured, but still, for him to get mad about a promo when like he uses the microphone as a weapon. It's very hypocritical that this is the source of all of his angst. It makes no sense to me.
Maybe every
I
time
don't want to go
got a
too
promo, he
deep
talked to
into
the
it,
person
but-
beforehand and said, "Hey, this is what I'm going to say."
But grow up, though. Like, have a conversation after. And the funny part is, he says, my door is open. Someone come talk to me if you have a fucking problem. The first thing, someone goes and talks to him, they get into a fist fight.
We
I'm
don't
not
know
saying-
how they entered the room like Freem said. If they
No,
came in-
they didn't go talk to him. They smashed a door down.
But these are all
Big
reports. I'm
difference.
just saying, like, the conversations
Yeah.
could have been, both
reason
sides
why-
are wrong. There should not be any physical aggression at the workplace outside of the ring. Let's just get that
If you're
clear.
in your office at work and somebody breaks your door down and comes at you, you're just going to sit there and let them come
Also,
at you? Or you
okay,
protect
this is
yourself?
We don't know that that's what happened, though. That's Punk's side of the story. Like, we're looking at both, and again, we're also hearing from the Young Bucks. We don't have all the facts. So people that want to sympathize with Punk are going to sympathize with Punk until the facts are out there. Even if the facts are out and prove he's an actual absolute asshole,
He is
people
an
are still going to
asshole.
side
We
with
know
Punk.
that. Nobody's denying CM Punk is an asshole. Nobody's
think-
denying that.
I just think that like this has been going on for months, and Tony Khan didn't do anything about it, and these are executives
Right.
talking about him. That's part of
100%.
the issue. Like eventually he
He
has to do
squashed
something.
a long time ago.
Yeah.
So
And
now
then
that
the thing,
CM Punk
do
had
you,
the
did you
chance-
hear what came out of like the team meeting where Kenny Omega set up and talked about how he works harder than everybody and basically like shit on everyone too in their private meeting that leaked?
But that's the
Like-
key word. That's private. Like, if Kenny did that in public,
That's the
if that's
problem,
true.
though.
No, I understand if it's true. But if Punk would have said what he said in private and then got into a fist fight, I could understand, like, all right, people have difference of opinions, and Punk went out and started yelling at these people. He did it at a media scrum, and worst of all, buried Tony Khan next to him. Tony Khan's sitting there sipping water. He looks like a child next to CM Punk.
But that's what I'm saying though.
Dude,
That's what I'm
he
trying
does
to-
this whole thing. He goes,
That's what I'm trying to say, though. The fact that this happened in private and Tony let that happen in private means that it wasn't accomplishing anything. So that this is like the only hand Punk had to play. I'm not saying he should have done it, but I don't blame him one bit for doing it.
We're going to read the tea leaves after it's done, because I think if 65 to 70% of the roster side with the Bucks and the Elite and feel like Punk was in the wrong, then Punk has to go. Like, because at some point, the morale of your locker room and the stability of your company, and as far as your roster goes, that needs to take the utmost priority for AEW. Because right now, if Punk is happy and everybody else is unhappy,
I know if
what good is the
Bucks
company?
want some people
I
out,
agree, and I disagree.
Cody also and Punk, maybe they're to blame, and you should stop pushing your top stars out.
I agree and I disagree. Like if you're saying that like 65% of AEW are the top earners, but like they're not. You know what I mean? So if you get rid of people like, let's say FTR and sides with CM Punk and all those guys, what if they leave because of this? Because the Young Bucks hired a company full of their friends. You know what I mean?
But at the end of the
So-
day, I mean, the foundation of AEW, going back to what the spirit is, I understand wanting to make changes, but to strip of what it actually was from the jump, the Elite established this from the ground up. For us to sit here and say, well, now it's Punk's way or the highway, that, like,
It doesn't make them right just because they established it from the ground up.
I understand it, but AEW is AEW. It's been all Elite wrestling from the beginning.
Listen,
Whether
Cody
we agree,
was there to establish it too. He's no longer there. They don't. The
And-
company will move on without them if they leave. It's not going to hurt anyone if the Bucks leave. Trust me.
I understand that, but Punk also has come in and he's flown in and he wants to just make the changes, and I get it. It's about how you make the changes. It's about how you approach the young talent.
Courtney dropping
He's older. He
five.
should know better than this.
No, he will never know better than this. This is his space. Punk is rambunctious. Punk is rowdy. That's why he's Punk. We're living in the era of fuck. That's what it is.
I think at this point, though, if they can make money from this and get in the ring, if we can somehow get a Kenny Omega versus a CM Punk program, there's so
Yeah.
much heat behind it. We could have a modern day Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, or even Hangman Punk
Dude,
again. Get them
I
in the
would see
ring.
that match live in person. I would go wherever that is. I would.
You
I
know the
would
money
fly
that
out.
would bring in if they could get that going.
Yeah, me from Australia. That's what kind
Yeah.
of money.
Yeah.
Fucking
There was a
nuts.
comment that said the reporter never asked a question. He picked him out because he knew he had a connection with Cabana. What do you
Nick
guys think of
Hausman.
that? Yeah.
Stoney, you know Nick Hausman. We know Nick Hausman. Nick Hausman is a trouble starter.
He's
that
an
was-
interesting
that-
dude.
Yeah, he's not a bad guy. He's not a great guy though. That
just
comment was to stir all sorts of shit.
But Punk knew that, asking him a question. Like, he was sitting there, I wish a motherfucker would.
Yeah, let's fucking go.
America.
But it's also so on this platform for the media scrum, it should be about AEW's accomplishment for All Out and the gate and everything that's gone into him winning the title. If you want to drop that pipe bomb somewhere, go to Forbes, go to Sports Illustrated, drop that knowledge in a different platform, and go at it. Burn down Colt Cabana, but not with the AEW banner behind you with Tony Khan co-signing everything you're saying. You put him in such a bad position that now the other talent need to be looking at him like, are you agreeing with Punk said? So it puts Khan in this.
Tony
there's
Khan
no winning.
He tried to deflect the blame and take the blame for part of it. Of course, he was agreeing with Punk partially, not fully, but partially he was. Like,
no way. He was awkward. He sat there and he didn't know what to do.
I should have stopped this the first time. I shouldn't have deflected the question. He tried taking the blame.
Tony never stood up for Tony.
He tried, and then
Tony
Punk
was
said,
ready.
he said, I have a company I'm trying to run. That was a big tell right there.
Yes, it was.
Pull this up here. This right here is because at the end of the day, the pipe bomb was scripted. They allowed him to say what he said. Vince McMahon got approval.
It wasn't scripted. Vince didn't know what he was going to say. But
come on. Like, there's no way Vince lets anything on TV that doesn't get approved. I'm sorry. Like, what are we living in this delusional world?
Vince 100% did not know what he was going to say.
He didn't know what he was going to say, but I'm sure he had an idea.
He had an
said
idea.
You have an open mic, and I will cut you off when I want to cut you off.
I don't believe it.
No way. Vince McMahon, dude, the guy is a control freak. He makes people say fucking championships instead of belts. Like, he changes the vernacular of the company. You think he's gonna let Punk go out there and burn down his company? Like, come on.
Or sneeze. Or yawn. Never mind.
All right, so I guess let's talk about the Daniel Garcia match. I mean, that is our main event, right? Like, you want to hit the Mark Henry?
Yeah, awesome stuff. Let's go for the main event. Do we have drops anymore?
Yeah, of course we do.
There we go. Thank God.
Mark Henry's my new best friend. I was taking pictures with his phone of him in that in the Sheeta giant box at FanFest.
Ace talked mad shit about his bone crunching action figures. Like, that shit from Nation Domination was the dog shit, man.
Mark Henry no-sold it and walked away.
I was hoping
Mark
he would
Henry
World Strongest
like,
Slam me
what?
through the wood. I was hoping I would absolutely get fucking crushed.
Should have happened. But regardless, Daniel Garcia, great match. Fucking legend of a talent.
Speaking more facts, this is probably true. Do you really think this scrum was the first time Punk said any of that to Tony? I think she's 100% correct.
Which is fine. Say it in private. You buried the company. You made him look like a fucking dweeb. So
Mindy's Bakery only open Mondays or only closed Mondays and Tuesdays. Open all day.
We can talk about Tony. I mean, there's a lot of drama with the Tony Storm and the Thunder Rosa shit too. Like, that's another. There's so much drama that we're not even touching on the Thunder Rosa stuff.
But it's not enough to overshadow what's going on.
No,
Tony Storm was just like, this bitch isn't hurt.
He's referring to what I said to in chat. I'm just talking about tonight. I feel like AEW dropped an opportunity to start a story now instead of just having a random women's match.
I mean, that's what they've been doing with the women's division's been fucking dog shit since Thunder won the title, really, if we're going from there. Like, it's been bad since St. Patrick's Day.
Not doing anything to make it any better.
Nah, for real, man, you're right.
The best thing going on with the women's division
say.
is Jamie Hayter and DMD.
That's going to get a storyline.
Yeah.
I wish they had a storyline around the belt as well.
They should have been on TV tonight. Why not start building right after the show? That makes no sense.
Well, you got to remember they had to rewrite the whole goddamn show because of what happened this weekend. So half these people
they have more room for it, and they still didn't get on.
But
TV.
they may not be available. Like, Jon Moxley dropped what he was doing and rescheduled his vacation because he's a team player. But who knows where Britt's supposed to be or where Jamie's supposed to be, or
then Jamie could have cut a little promo saying Britt, like, talk.
Agreed. Yeah. So just going to the main event, Daniel Garcia was let out by West Side Gun, Buffalo native. So that was a cool little entrance. Whether you like hip hop or not, West Side Gun is a very big wrestling fan. He has a large following, so it's cool for AEW to have that. That will definitely be very popular on Instagram. So West Side Gun has a huge following, and Daniel Garcia got the star treatment coming out to huge. I mean, what an ovation for him. And him and Wheeler tore the house down, in my opinion. I thought this match was epic. I love Wheeler. I think that what they were doing with the Pure title, I know we can have a conversation in talk about Ring of Honor being mishandled. But as far as the talent on that roster and the championship around it, what an epic match. And Daniel Garcia is a certified future star. I mean, he was given the rub of the century beating Bryan Danielson a couple weeks ago, and then he got even further emphasized by beating Wheeler clean in the middle of the ring. Like, Wheeler got the huge rub from Moxley in that match. And now Daniel Garcia, man, that's a future world champion. This is like, you want to talk about making a silver lining out of a bad situation. There's a lot of room for Daniel Garcia to rise up the card quicker than he would have.
So good, Daniel Garcia.
That's one of the things I liked about this episode completely, is that like we don't need, regardless of where you land on CM Punk or the Young Bucks, I don't think we need any of them, because we have guys. I mean, right now you do, but you have guys that are getting naturally over, like Garcia. Look at the Acclaim tonight, fucking huge pops.
What about
Scissor me daddy ass? We have
Acclaim should have won the titles.
that are getting.
They got a
over
big contract
naturally,
coming up.
Yeah.
They got a really big contract coming up. They need CM Punk right now. They need that big name.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, with the Warner Brothers merger and like all these negotiations, but I think what Punk did is worse for business, because he makes them look on even the MJF stuff. We go back and it was a work clearly, but at the same time, there's a lot of people around there that if you're leaking this stuff, and we talked about the Hangman stuff, work, shoot, blah blah blah. If there's instability in your organization, who wants to invest in that? These TV organizations don't give a shit about storyline. They don't read the dirt sheets. They want us to understand, are you going to give us a product that people want to see for the next 4 or 5 years?
Yeah.
And right now, do you feel confident in the product they're going to put on your TV? I have hope, but convince Warner of that. Like 5 months ago, I think we'd been a lot more confident.
Dude, we don't have to convince Warner when every Wednesday night for the last 6 months they're in the top 3 at the most on Wednesday nights of all cable. And that's usually number one. So there's no convincing needed. Until those numbers start to drop.
There's no guarantee, though, that they're going to get a deal. Like, now's not the time to fuck around with all this shit. Like,
drop a show that's in the top 2 on Wednesday nights. Why would they drop them? That's
I don't think
the Raw's been moved from TNN to USA back to TNN. People drop these shows. It's not impossible.
Was for a bidding war. They wanted that show on there. There's nobody not going to go and drop Dynamite right now. That makes no sense. They're in the top-rated shows every Wednesday night.
Listen, 75% chance you're right, but there's also the off chance. Why would we take a risk and have these people think that there's instability in the organization? It's a mindless act by CM Punk, by Tony Khan, by the Bucks, by Kenny Omega. Everybody's wrong here. There's a lot on the line for these negotiations.
Including you, because they're not going to drop a show that's on the top of cable that night every week.
You're not. It's easy for you to say you're not spending the money. You're not the one putting the money on the line.
Nonsense. You're talking nonsense.
But you're not putting the money on the line.
Then find another show to replace it that's going to get the same.
Maybe they don't want this content, though. We live in the wrestling world. We all talk about we love wrestling. Not everybody follows it the same way. It doesn't draw the same way. They maybe want to move away from it.
I guarantee you, TBS does not care what's on the screen as long as it continues getting those ratings.
Yeah, I don't think.
I hope you're right. I absolutely hope you're right. But why would we risk it for what? For new kayfabe?
I just hope they all have a fun time. That's what I hope.
Yeah, I don't think that TV or Warner is looking at this like the same way wrestling fans are, and like, oh god, there's drama amongst talent. Well, I mean,
no, not at all. Yeah,
I think my argument goes more towards Tom's side. They're going to look at the numbers. Like, actually, this event probably raised their numbers. I bet you the viewership is going to be through the roof for tonight's episode, and that's the stuff that Warner is going to look at.
But is it sustainable though? Like, okay, you're going to draw a rating now. Everyone's disappointed with the reveal. They didn't talk shit. They didn't have this big story that everyone wanted. Who's coming back next week based off this week? I am. You are. The long-term wrestling fans. But the casual fan, are they coming back? Like,
we'll see. Solid show tonight.
I was gonna say I felt like tonight was pretty good. And like,
based off the Punk thing, though, it was in spite of the Punk storyline. That's all I'm saying.
I felt bad that I even brought it back up because the point
was very good.
I give up
or not.
The point I was trying to make earlier when I brought it back up again, because I was trying to like shine a light on like how good this episode was and how hard people are popping for people not involved in this drama. But I feel like us like hardcore fans are so focused on this drama that we're like looking so far past it. And I think that like if people who didn't know anything about the drama watched tonight's episode, probably enjoyed the fuck out of it because it was a really good episode. Yeah. That's the point I was trying to make. I didn't want to like bring in the Punk thing again to like start that whole debate over. It was more to like shine a light on that.
So as the casual fan, and this is more of a question than a statement, does it do any good for us to sit here and not address Punk by name? He just won the title the night before. If someone spent $50 on it, they tuned into Dynamite. They weren't following the dirt sheets. They didn't watch the media scrum. And the world champion's gone. Why is he stripped? They didn't say he was injured. They didn't say he did something that he was suspended. There's no clarification for the casual fan.
I agree with that as
They
well.
don't have to, though. Like, everyone watching tonight knew what happened. So they're still talking about it. Like with MJF, they didn't have to bring him out because he still had a presence.
Yeah.
Now, when that fades a little bit, then you bring him out and you run the program. But
I agree with what Cornette said. He said that we just need to get rid of Rampage, just throw some cameras backstage and show that on Friday.
The media scrum is worth $50, man, for sure.
I'd pop for it. Yeah, no, but it's stupid wrestling shit. Like you guys have a backstage. You want all the information, but it's not enough to warrant like, oh yeah, this is legit. Like I for one do not believe Ace Steel was biting motherfuckers backstage, especially Kenny Omega or another. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
So to go back to the comment about the Days of Wrestling not having casual fans, those casual fans right now are watching UFC. So how do you get the UFC fan to watch AEW and WWE? How do we figure that out? Is it long gone? Like, are people not going to come back? I think they could. It's also, there's so many other options to watch that, like, non-consideration of this golden age of wrestling with the Attitude Era is there wasn't Netflix, there wasn't streaming, there wasn't shit on demand. Like, there's so many other options. People don't watch TV in the same way that they used to. So at the same time, we may be close to that jumping point to having a new Attitude Era. But how do we get those UFC fans that watch Die Hard every single night that UFC's on TV? How do you get them to come to AEW? They're the casual fan.
Nickelback.
This is how you remind me.
For this one right here, for the 2 million fans of WWE, none of them casuals. It's also the network they're on. They're Fox and USA. They're bigger networks than TBS and TNT. They're going to get people just by proxy. People have Channel 5 that's in New York. They're able to just stumble across it. I don't think anyone's stumbling across TNT or TBS right now.
No.
So
yeah, I think when you lose those big names like CM Punk that maybe would have put AEW on the map for some people, for a lot of people, for a lot of lapsed Punks fans. And now that, this whole thing's going down, we're going to see more of Punk not being on TV. I think it just drives away more of those people.
I mean,
especially for casual fans.
Regardless of the suspension, I mean, he can't stay healthy.
Yeah.
So that was going to happen regardless. He can't. I think he's really hurt.
He's also, if you look at the in-ring quality, it's just not worth the fucking drama. Like, he thinks he's Bret Hart and causes... Bret Hart was worth the drama because you got these matches out of him, and he was great at telling stories at later in his career before he got hurt. CM Punk's not there right now. Like, he couldn't keep up with Hangman Page. The match against Moxley was great.
It was great.
But,
and the Page match is the only one I can think of that wasn't that great. Like, his match with MJF was amazing. Like, everything's been pretty good except for that Hangman match. The Hangman match, the only matches I could think of, like, where it looked like Punk lost a step, Hangman patch and the match and the one before that where he tag teamed with FTR.
Well, he had a broken foot in the FTR match, though, right?
Yeah. So that's about it. I think he looked pretty good, but he's just not healthy. Like,
which one's better, Morks or Mindy's?
They go hand in hand together.
Are you actually eating Mindy's? Like,
Nanu.
Did you actually go to Mindy's, Mike?
I absolutely want to fuck Mindy's. Why would I not go to Mindy's?
Trust me with your
Nanu.
So CM Punk should act like he's 44. Hangman Page is 31 with less years in the business. Act like it. Like, you know what I mean? Don't put people on blast.
On a lot of things until I feel like you're putting way more blame on Punk than anyone else in this.
It also makes for good conversation.
It does.
You know
I'm fine with having.
No, it does.
But like, I feel like there's so much equal blame to go around on all this, and I think the number one person to blame the most is Tony Khan. I'm sorry. I think Tony Khan
100%,
and I think he's getting the least amount of the blame. Like,
and he got boozed tonight.
But Freems, you know what? Stoking the flames sometimes is what the ace does, baby. That's what I got to do.
Yeah.
Got to keep things lively.
Boots are mere coworkers, obviously. That's all that matters.
I really enjoyed tonight's episode too. Damn.
Mindy's pastries and Danhausen boots. Reverse the curse. Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
It's good.
Let's fucking
All right, let's go. I guess let's go around the horn and just hype up what's coming up for the rest of the week. OFG, you're the guest here. You start what's going on in your world. OFG, BMX, what's going on there?
Are we doing plugs, or are we doing my favorite things, or what are we doing here?
Plug in everything going on your channel, my man.
All right, on my channel, I actually just have on my YouTube channel, I just uploaded a video with a childhood hero of mine, Brian Blyther. I did a short interview with him at the Buckeye Bike Show, and that's on my YouTube channel right now. And thank you guys for letting me be involved with this. You guys are awesome. I met a couple of you, and there's 2 left on the screen that I haven't met yet, and I hope to meet you guys one day. Thank you in person for having me on.
Yeah,
I was expecting you to put us all over for this weekend and be like, man, it was such a blast hanging out with Tequila Tom and fucking and then you're like, no, BMX life, which I respect, but like, man, what the fuck?
He told me plugs. So
that was Tom's fault.
Tequila Tom.
Like 4 out of the 6 of us were together a week ago. What a
5 out of 6 of us were together a week ago.
4. Learn how to count.
Tequila
sitcom. That's like a sitcom. Tequila Tom, right there.
It was
a live crowd audience.
TequilaTom.com.
All right, Freems, what's going on in your channel? Anything going on in the Twitch world? Obviously, twitch.tv/Freems, streaming all the time.
Actually, /that. You can follow me there. Follow my Twitter, because I got some new stuff coming up, a whole new project. It's a YouTube project. If you're in the comic books, video games, non-wrestling figures, you're going to be into it. Anything nerd-related, so...
nice.
I don't want to plug anything too heavy right now.
Twitter.
Kevin Smith is aware of it, by the way. Can't say that. So...
What's your Twitter handle? Is it Freems?
Freems.
Nice. Okay.
Freems.
Yeah,
Freems. At Freems.
At Freems on Twitter. Give him a follow.
All right. Well, Nick Storm, you're doing WrestleMania 9 for Before Our Time this week, right? What's going on WrestleMania 9? You guys are covering the jet ski incident, I'm sure, with Hulk Hogan having a black eye. Got punched by Macho Man, though, I'm sure.
Yeah, no, dude, it's gonna be exciting, man. What this weekend we had Fig Night. You guys were live in Chicago. And me and my friend Nova Figs were holding it down here on Fig Night, going through all the reveals, so that was really, really fun. Fig Night on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. EST, and also Flashback Friday, some of my favorite days. Before our time, we are going through episode 9, WrestleMania 9, if you will. Controversial Mania? Who knows? Maybe find out on Before Our Time. But also, I've got an episode with Coming Down the Aisle, J-Bone, coming out on Friday around then, I think, so... Good fun. We're watching Macho Man and Hogan at WrestleMania 5, so go through that.
Good times.
If you guys are not wearing goddamn togas for the WrestleMania 9 episode, you're doing it wrong.
Dude, it's the largest toga party in the world.
You better be wearing a toga. If I'm watching Friday, you're not wearing a toga, I'm blasting the chat.
Yeah,
I need to find out where to get a toga in one
Just
day
take a
in
bed sheet, dude. You never did a toga with a bed sheet?
me and Ace dress like bikers for fucking Hog Wild, and you're sitting here like, no, we're not doing togas. I don't have a toga. No, you have bed sheets.
I am
you
the
have linens.
Toga. How about that?
You have linens.
Well,
do
guys,
it, man.
If you want to buy a shirt, not a toga, I mean, I'm sure you can turn into a toga. No, I'm just going to say about the toga right here. Turnbuckletavern.com is the perfect intro to get some merch, guys. Go there. All our merch is there, ProWrestlingTees.com. Follow us on all these platforms. Make sure you guys get your merch.
Yes. Freems, you got your Twitter handle wrong. It's Freems TTV.
Oh, well, the more you learn.
So if you want to follow Freems on Twitter, it's Freems TTV. Right there.
TTV.
T.
I'll follow you back. Follow me. I will follow you back.
Goddamn.
I already follow him.
Yeah, man.
I gotta follow from Nick Storm reviews.
Jim, I'm a good old sailor. Goddamn it, and Taz. I'm part of the army, brother. Don't fuck with me. Look at Tony Khan's face.
What's up with Tony's faces, man? He surprises me.
He's a good guy. He's just excited all the time.
Yeah.
Can he manage a target?
I'm serious. I'm not going to sit back and take this fucking shit.
So lost at the end of that.
There we go. This is before our time.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude.
Goddamn Bill.
Tony Khan, huh?
We're going to Sheets. We're gonna meet Tom Montelso there for some biscuits and sandwiches. It's gonna be a good time.
All right, let's go through the Star Wars portion of this wrap up.
Oh my
What
God.
characters we think are their Star Wars counterparts? What wrestlers, guys?
I just thought of something we could ask. Hey,
There you
OFG, what's your favorite Michael Jackson song?
Beat it.
Oh, geez. Mama say, Mama Samumaku-san.
Oh,
Is that
yeah.
PYT? PYT, pretty young? No. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
No, it's you want to be starting something. That's what it is.
There you go.
And
There
every
you
time
go.
every time it comes on in the car, I have to sing along. So I'm going to go with that. That's my
We've
favorite.
been
Michael
there.
Jackson.
That's a good one.
Oh yeah. Next pay-per-view, we'll all go out sing some Michael Jackson. So.
Oh!
Tom knows. Tom will go out and sing anything or stand there and act like he's gonna sing something.
Tequila Tom.
Just give me the tequila.
Man,
first.
really.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah, and then do a chop in the middle. of the
You
bar.
wanna fight with me? Let's fucking
we did
go. Tom Montelso.
Whole Top and back and forth thing. Doesn't even
Michael
hurt those
Jackson.
chops.
Well,
might be the tequila.
Take some from
We should probably make a
Gunther.
drop of Mike's of chopping you. That'd probably be a good drop.
That'd be
It wouldn't be a bad
do
one.
it. Do it.
fucking go.
Yeah. Oh, let's fucking go. Oh, yeah. Let's do it. I love being chopped. My
tough
voice is
son of a
still
bitch.
so fucked up from this
Dude, you
weekend.
sounded hoarse on Fig Night. I'm surprised.
He sounded like a
Thanks,
horse.
brother,
It was
man.
like,
It did sound like that. Sounded like the green dude from the
the best of
first
the season. It's gonna be banned.
There
from
you go.
Phantom Menace. I don't know who's the green
Annoying.
dude from Phantom Menace who goes. That's
Uh,
what Tom sounded like.
it might be Geo. Sorry. No. Man, yeah, good times though. Long week. We had a good time. Don't
It's an
chop.
amazing
Absolutely.
week hanging out with these dudes.
Fuck off, you. Don't. I'm tired of working
Stop
with
stepping
fucking
on your own
children.
dicks.
No, you don't understand. You mindless fucking pricks. Ace is the only one that knows what the fuck is going on here.
Yeah.
Listen, I tried to segment us out to have a nice smooth transition, but you guys want to sit here and
we
talk
can't
Star
have a
Wars.
smooth transition when Tony Khan's running shit and these fucking mindless EVPs of the Turnbuckle Tavern are sitting here causing all this bullshit. No, all fun and games. I love you all. This was fun.
Yeah.
Always fun.
Yeah, see,
Always
there's
really a fun time. So
there's your positive take. Fuck all of you. If you're responsible for this, fuck you. And if you're not, I'm sorry.
I got Doc
right
Martens.
here, by the way.
I got Doc Martens and Danhausen's boots.
seltzer right now because you guys are a fucking bunch of mindless pricks.
I
And
love that you went
all
all out and got the seltzer and the Mindy's. Like it's epic.
Stoney did the same. He's like, I'm going to fucking pick
No,
up some
I went
pastries.
sparkling water. I didn't go seltzer. I
Oh,
went
I'm so
sparkling
sorry.
Water.
My bad.
Okay.
Wait, are they not the same thing?
It's the
I think
same
they're the
thing.
same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was so concerned for a minute. I was
Seems
like,
thought he just had a revelation for a second.
Yeah, I did.
Fucking
He's
pricks.
like,
No,
wait, are they not the same?
I don't even like.
I know
hate
what. They
seltzer.
both taste like ass. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean,
No, I've
your
tasted-
daddy
no,
ass
stop it.
scissor me.
I better shut up. This isn't my stream. This isn't my stream.
You can get on here. You
I wish I
fucking
had a
talk,
joke.
motherfucker. Now I want you to talk. I don't.
I'll say it, Reeves.
Well, I was gonna say no. I better not.
Do it. Shoot.
Do
Shoot.
it.
Now it's just weird if I say it, but I was gonna say I don't mind eating ass. I don't drink seltzer water.
Yeah, no.
Fucking go.
What they
That out
said.
of context is hilarious.
Let's fucking go, okay? We're gonna eat ass. We're gonna fucking sit here. We're gonna drink seltzer water. These are Mindy's cupcakes, by the way. They're only open on Tuesdays and Mondays. And
Closed
fucking,
Monday and Tuesdays.
No,
I love
that's
seeing
my own thing.
Ace just completely deplete after trying to get. I love
Listen,
it.
I'm done working now, so
Ace is holding the pussy in his hands. Look at that.
Grab them by the pussy, if you will.
He grabs them by the fucking puss, and then he goes to Mindy's. Let's fucking go.
We all need we need a Mindy's Turnbuckle Tavern shirt. Like, make our own logo for Mindy's. Have Extra Cooler make it. Probably look fucking awesome.
And if nobody here has gone and looked at the reviews for Mindy's since Sunday, it's the best shit on the internet ever. They're like, fucking, I hate cupcakes, but like this is 10 out of 10. Let's fucking go. Good stuff.
That's funny.
Right.
We kind of flew off the rails a little bit.
Always.
A little bit.
Always, yeah. That's when it goes good.
Yes, he's on every television in every single home.
Podcaster. It's good.
Was
It was a
fun,
fun time.
It was a fun week, and we wrap it up tonight with the All Elite wrap up.
Yes.
What a great week of wrestling we had, and even better media scrums. So,
Good job, Tom.
thank you. I work with children. Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah, you work with nothing but a bunch of fucking children.
All right, Mike. How many times have you watched that scrum so far? I'm going around
5?
5. How about you?
I'll give 5.
OFG. OFG.
Probably 5 or 6, right around there.
You, Nick?
I think I've seen it like a good 4 or 5.
Case?
Yeah, like 4 times. Just the Punk part.
Stream?
Me? I watched it once. What the fuck? How do you guys find the time?
I didn't watch the whole thing.
I did a generous 4. I'll be honest.
I don't feel like a wrestling fan now. I watched it once, and then I watched anime.
God, I watched it like 6 or 7 times. I watched it twice. I listened to it twice today. Even my wife, I made her watch it like 3 times, and she's like, again.
I'm pretty sure I watched it with Tom twice before he left Chicago.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
Tom almost crashed his car to the median when he was talking. He was absolutely shooting because we're listening on our way back from All Out. He's like,
what's going on? I don't understand. What is this?
To get on the exit.
We missed it.
You missed the turn.
Yeah.
And then he walked with Bill McKinney. You're like, Bill, did you see what the fuck was going on with CM Punk? It's crazy.
Rumor has it we're going to get a media scrum playset. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
That would rule.
With Tony.
That's the announcer's set, basically. If you think about it, you could use it as a media.
It's me, Tom, and Ace hold the microphones towards CM Punk.
Yeah, there you go.
Did you all see us doing our little press conference over at All Out?
Oh man.
Of course, yeah.
Picture that's up on Instagram.
We're fired. We already got fired. It's okay.
Got fired. Wow. Funny. And we got all the great deep dish pizza when we were out there.
Yeah, you fucking
I got
Mark.
Illuminati's and Giordano's. Illuminati still wins. OFG, what's your favorite? OFG, Illuminati's.
Illuminati's.
He loves
Between
OFG.
Illuminati's and who?
OFG.
Giordano's.
Oh, Illuminati's all day long.
100%.
The secret is you have to order the Lou, and you have to get rid of the tomatoes and add garlic and pepperoni, and it's the best pizza you're ever going to have.
I just like. So I've only had Giordano's when I was in Chicago, but I'll just get rid of all the deep dish completely and go to Portillo's, and that's all I need.
Portillo's.
I had a beef
that's a good choice. That is a great choice. I could eat Portillo's 7 days a week.
Wait, Mike, what was the name of the beef place we went to?
Johnny's.
Johnny's. Have you ever been to Johnny's?
I fucked Tom up tonight or this week. I brought him to like the hardcore in the city beef place with the green peppers and.
It's like, we get 4 sandwiches and boom, they were in our hands like within 3 seconds. It was.
Where did I pay? Oh shit! Did they hear? Let's go! Let's fucking go!
I'm not even kidding.
We should make content whenever I go to Philly and take you to the Philly cheesesteak places.
Dude, you want to do a vlog there? We can do a vlog.
Yeah, we'll vlog it.
All right.
It'll probably work better than the vlog we were supposed to do here.
Yeah, that it comes out to about. Oh, we didn't record anyway. I meant to record some.
Sammy Guevara did it for us. I happened to make my debut in Sammy Guevara's vlog. So
hey, Nick said I was in Sammy's vlog. I didn't even see it.
You were.
Yeah.
You weren't Ace prominent. Ace was full blown on security detail.
Ace was his hands on his hips. I was admiring the view, baby.
I was also in reflection when he was showing the figures in the detox. I could see myself in the reflection.
If you look at the water bottle, the reflection of the light, it's my head.
Yeah,
exactly.
But if you on Being the Elite and on Sammy's vlog, you hear all over the fucking place. And I hate it.
I'm designing an all elite wrap up shirt right now. It's the most ridiculous thing.
Josh, go to 1420 in the Sammy Guevara blog from this week.
Yeah.
1420.
I'm glad you know it. Or go to 12, like 15, and hear me in the background.
You'll see me right there. I'm there.
Can't miss him.
Can't miss him. I'm rocking my Owen Hart shirt and my fanny pack, which got a lot of compliments this weekend in Chicago.
You deserve it. Fanny packs are a lost
And the
art,
jean
man.
jacket got a lot of compliments by everybody
First time they've seen a
witnessed
jean
it.
jacket a fanny pack in Chicago in 15 years.
Dude, they're in style now.
They are. There's a lot of people with fanny packs.
I had a lot of good stuff in there. I had mints.
They've been in
I
style
had
since
my
the rock.
wallet. I had some cash.
Yeah.
My phone charger was in there. No pockets, man. When you wear those skinnies, you have to make sure you have a little kangaroo pouch.
100%.
I got extra rooms in my pockets because I'm missing a nut. It's actually much more.
Oh my god!
You have a whole space there in your coin bars.
My left
We're
pocket
good.
is very roomy. That's all I'm gonna say.
I got about $2.50 in change in my coin bar.
Somehow our viewers go up when we're not talking about wrestling. We're just talking.
What does that say about us?
I don't know. I don't know.
We lost Ace. Oh, there you go.
Huh?
What?
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 Eh.
Huh?
If you think
What?
about it, I usually only show up for this part.
And that's when our viewers usually go up. When
Well,
Freeman.
Freems, you brought the fire heat tonight. Great
right.
opinions.
Listen.
Great conversation tonight, guys. By the way, I know Tom and I got into it. I know. Mom and Dad scared you guys, but you know what? Sometimes we gotta get loud.
It's
And
all
we're-
love.
yeah.
You could argue.
It's all love, baby.
I disagreed with
Oh,
both
wow.
of you, but I couldn't get a word in at the time.
I was watching you. You kept going, and then at some point you were just like, "I'm done."
Yeah,
Yep. I feel that. It happens.
Oh my god.
I gave
Like,
up.
it's a fun debate. Me and Ace love each other. We're not mean spirited.
Oh,
Take
yeah.
it to the fucking debate, guys. This is not the debate. This is the All Elite wrap up.
You're
We need
right.
to do a live debate about this. I think
We
You
should
know,
we should do a live
Good.
masked debate. We'll be
masked?
mass debaters. It'll be great.
Oh my! I fell right into that one.
I thought you meant masked like MJF on all
What do you,
weekend.
Ace? What do you want? Owen Hart? Calm down. Don't
Oh
fall
my
in anything.
All right, everyone, mute their microphone. Let Freems get his shitting. I want you to shit on all of us, Freems. Tell us what you're feeling before.
Oh, now I'm on to something else. I'm designing this all elite wrap up shirt, and I'm popping hard for it.
I can't wait to see this. I need
Can
to
you
order
share your
one.
screen? Is that possible?
Yeah. This will just give you
Yeah.
the general idea of what I'm working on.
It's like, no, I don't want you to see it. But yeah.
I haven't added any font or anything yet, so just keep that in mind. But you'll know what I'm going with. All right, Photoshop. Okay.
Boom, I see it. Yeah.
Oh my god!
Great.
It's
Oh my
good.
God. I love
Wrap
it.
me up, Daddy.
What's the significance?
Yeah.
Somebody explain it to Ace. He doesn't
Wrap
know.
Hey, man. I've never seen one of those in person. What does it do?
What is it?
Well,
Good morning.
Good,
It's
good
like a
morning.
river-
I've
it's like
never I've never used condoms before. I don't know
it's like
how this
a
works.
reverse. It's like a reverse umbrella.
Yeah.
What's up, Mama B?
Mama B in the house?
and we're
Mama be
sitting
in the
here
house.
talking about condoms.
I gotta
And
tell Mama B, like, we had
God
that mac
damn
and
it.
cheese tonight, and it was amazing.
say it
Best
again.
ranch dressing in the biz. Little jalapeno.
The mac and cheese was out of
See?
this world. That
Ace
ranch
gets
dressing,
it. Tom gets it.
phenomenal.
Giovanni gets it.
I've never had anything like that ranch dressing.
I wish I could get it.
So fucking good.
Get your
All
passport,
right,
Storm.
it's the best.
My
Let's
wife-
fucking go.
My
that
wife
right?
loved it, Mama B. Thank you so much.
Ride
Yeah.
that thunderbolt all the way down. I need you on the
Tequila
riding the lightning wave.
Tequila
Right,
Tom
dude,
loves
yeah,
the
yeah.
fucking ranch dressing. It's
On
so
my
good.
Dragon Ball Nimbus right there. That's fucking great.
Let's fucking go. I can't even talk. I'm so glad you guys did most of the
That's
talking.
fucking
She was
The,
stuffing
the
your
throat
face
is
with
still
Mindy's
so
all night.
sore. What?
You were stuffing your face with Mindy's all night.
Oh, yeah, I was stuffing my face with Mindy's all night, but that's what I do because I'm fucking from Chicago, and that's what we do. And I'm fucking
There's
tired
stuff
of
in your
working
face?
with these
Or
goddamn
you
kids.
support CM Punk.
I do support CM Punk and these mindless fucking children that I work with. Motherfuckers.
Let's let CM Punk start his own promo. You know what? Everybody else is fired. CM Punk can just wrestle himself. Let's just do that.
I'm here for it. Him and Ace Steel, they just bite each other, and I'll,
Yeah, Ace
I'll
Steel
watch.
versus Punk at Double or Nothing next year.
Man,
Ace Steel
so
Retro.
Ace Steel was just defending his wife, and we love his wife. Me and Giovanni know his wife very well. She's a great girl. She deserves the defending. Don't worry about it. I'm not trying.
No idea who that is.
Yeah, no, but Ace Steel was poking eyes and biting people, and good for him.
Yeah.
Ace Steel Retro. That's
Ace Steel Retro.
Put that on a shirt.
it's gimmick infringement.
We need a photo of you biting.
Did you
Like,
see the
Mom's
photo
like,
of the
"Look at
elite sign with the bit corner?
Oh,
that's like it says
that's
the
great.
elite, and
Yes.
it was someone took a bite out of it. It's great.
Beautiful.
Yeah, Larry versus Kenny at Full Gear, perfect.
You know what I missed? Ace, did you catch Larry running out into the arena when we were there?
No, because it happened before we got there.
Oh, okay.
Tom watched
Because it
Larry
happened
run
before-
out in the backstage area. We're not going to talk about that. It's
read
kayfabe.
Yeah,
Kayfabe, Tom. Kayfabe, Tom.
I didn't say anything.
Ah.
You're the one who said it, dummy.
Kayfabe. Don't call me dummy.
Heat.
Fake Abe.
There's heat here, guys.
Stop, we've had enough fighting.
Mad heat.
You know what I want? I want an Ace Steel and Danhausen rivalry. The teeth, the biting, it could all... Nanu.
Nanu.
What's that Australian for?
It's Australian
Steel.
Hold
for...
on, I'll handle this.
Yeah, please.
I'm not Australian.
It's Australian for... You've been watching the wrap-up, guys. Thanks for stopping by.
Yes.
Thanks for hanging out.
When Nick is the solid medium, there's a problem here.
Yeah, exactly. That's the first
Nick
time I've
is,
ever done
is
that.
more sleepy than Mike right now.
Dude,
Holy cow.
I am asleep right now.
I
so.
know you are.
I'm wide awake. Surprisingly.
This is you at 100%. This is also
Surprisingly, how
me at
much sugar
100%.
have you had since we started this thing?
Not enough.
You'll crash hard here in about an hour.
I want
yeah.
to crash hard.
From Chi-Town.
Like I'm in the Fast and Furious.
It better be that ranch that everyone's talking about.
How does
Better be that ranch?
Ranch shipping across the world would be
Ranch
epic.
dressing that his mom makes is out of this. It's like nothing I've ever tasted before.
Mama B, you know what to do with a ranch dressing.
And the mac and cheese. Oh my gosh.
Mac and cheese. Like he needs his bed. TurnbuckleTavern.com, guys, ladies and gentlemen. You want to find us on Twitter, TikTok,
TBT.
YouTube, Twitch, TBT, Instagram, all that fun stuff. Teespring.
All right, who wants to
Pro
lead us
Wrestling
out?
Tees.
Who's leading us out?
Nick
Mike,
Nick
take us
is
out.
well. You want me to do it?
Yeah, it's your show.
Okay, great. I'm tired of working with these mindless fuckheads. I'm tired of fucking working with these children. I'm over it. These EVPs of the Turnbuckle Tavern, they're fucking stupid and they know how to work a goddamn Walmart. I'm fucking over it. I love everybody.
15 people here. This is like consistently
Hey,
awful.
if you
This is great.
16 people had anything to do with this, fuck you. But if you did not, I love you, and thank you for turning into the All Elite Wrap-Up. We are the Turnbuckle Tavern. You guys are great. And, Tom,
Yes.
do your fucking thing, man.
Love, peace.
Sorry, wait, hold on. Tony, do your thing, Tony. Because
That's right. I now go by Tony.
you're not Tony.
I'm pro wrestling. See you guys next week.